my god! Hello everybody, and welcome back to more, yes, Homestuck 2. Gosh, I am already so freaking tired, but we're going through this. I have a mug full of throat coat tea, and we're gonna get through this. I'm excited to see because this looks like we're heading back into the meat universe, and we're gonna be on the spaceship with Dave and Kanaya and Carcat and creepy Jade, all of that. Not too many pages, but I know how wordy things can get. So, this will be interesting. We might even see Roxy in this one. Oh gosh, I was just commenting on like a video today about, oh gosh, the fact that we haven't seen the meat epilogue Carcat and stuff in a while. I can't remember which volume it was I was recording. When you batch record things, things just kind of seem to coalesce together. Might have been volume 6. Volume 6 is actually really good. Anyway, enough talking about Pester Quest. So this will be interesting. I'm not sure what to expect, really. I know there's going to be like a moment where like we see Kanaya and Dave standing side by side, because that's just how it be sometimes. I think we're following Dave around, looking at all the typographical stuff going on in the adventure log. But yeah, let's check out Chapter 3, How You Feelin'? Just make... Okay. And... click. Big old smoky... Oh, it's one of Jake's stupid spaceships that puts out smoke from a pipe. And go. Yep, it's still one of Jake's ships, and it's green. Man, talk about a very shaded bedroom. I enter... Oh no, this is Calliope. Okay then. I didn't know that she did lowercase. I thought she did uppercase. Don't know why I forgot. I don't know if I remembered that correctly or not. Anyway, I enter. Shh. Okay. The prince's power grows. Carcat. Jeez! The night of blood falls. I feel him resonate through the void. That's great! Dude, can you chill for like even a single second? Also, are you okay? Carcat is characteristically appreciative of the alarm call. Dave is just like, dude. Oh, they're doing the whole shirt swap thing. Oh, and Jade's wearing a new outfit too. Cool. I expect people to cosplay the hell out of it. Here we go. Also, we see Dave's eyes. Nice. Oh, pardon the heck out of me for overacting, but a little when a good friend possessed Jade burst through my respite block at 5 a.m. Next time I'll just pull the covers back and let her climb in. I am uninterested in that scenario. Great! Possessed Jade isn't even horny. How screwed up is that? How did you get in here? Yeah, I may be totally misunderstanding the intricacies of next-gen technology designed by an idiot in micro shorts, but I'm pretty sure I locked that door. I unlocked it with my mind. Ugh, fantastic. The prince's powers are growing, but so are mine. Wow, cool. And you had to come here at the at the butt crack of the morning to tell us this? Like, you don't float around like a creepy piece of crap all day, as it is. Oh, is that all? Nothing to say? Carcat, it's fine. Who cares? Yeah, you're right. Sleep is abandoned. Coffee sought. They're just like, even when not possessed, even when possessed, Jade just doesn't leave us alone. It's not like we actually have anything to wake up for. Go back to bed. Nah, dude, I'm gonna screw it up. I want some coffee. Fine, screw it. I need to use the gaper anyway. Oh, me too. Don't follow me. The rogue is also awake. Oh, yeah. There's Roxy. I'm trying some feminine shades for once to make her not look like her son. Carcat and Dave just switched shirts. It's so stupid. Okay. Okay. Oh, what up? It's a whole pajama party up in here. Couldn't sleep? Jade woke us up by being creepy. Oh, Jade, why'd you have to go do that? What? There she is. I didn't even hear her follow us. Sometimes a girl just gotta get her drift on, I guess. It'd be like that. I preferred when all she did was float around and point at stuff. At least that was quiet. Y'all want coffee? Sure. Yeah, thanks. Okay. Hate to give it up to venture capitalism, but this coffee is eons better than the garbage we had on the Meteor. This ship is maybe the dumbest thing I've ever looked at, but it's a give and take. It's a give and take, right? Well, definitely better than the alternate universes when Gamzee was running around the ship. He was freaking dripping troll blood into it. Ew. Maybe you just developed a taste for it. I used to think coffee tasted like butt, but drinking it was another thing I felt like my mom would have done. Turns out Rose drinks tea, and I Stockholmed my own dumb butt into liking this addictive bean juice. Well, I mean, who knows what she drinks now? Dirk Probst tossed the coffee machine out the space window right away. Dude doesn't believe in substances. The prince is contemplated for a moment in silence. What? Anyway. Why are you up anyway? Well, I wasn't, but then somebody screamed like a rooster boned a teapot, and I had a noisy love child. Yeah, that's basically accurate. Screw you. Maybe if you're lucky. That joke stops being funny when we've actually, is there milk? LMAO, it's in the fridge. Where's Kanaya? IDK, sleeping, I hope. Last time I saw her, she was on the second floor. No, the third floor observation deck? This place is huge. Please, it's maybe 1/10 of the size of the Meteor. Yeah, dude, but that was basically a city. This is more like a castle. A castle of, I don't know, 20-something ennui. Anybody hungry? I was thinking about alchematizing some pancakes or maybe eggs. They're all basically taste the same at the end of the day. I think alchematized food is like 80% imagination. But both of you barely eat, and it's making me anxious. Dang, thanks, Mom. I mean, Dad, Roxy. Dang, I'm sorry, I'm tired. It's okay, don't worry about it. Okay, but just because our relatives turned evil doesn't mean we have to act like total animals. We can still try to respect each other's identities and stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna go check on Kanaya. Possessed Jade, don't follow me. I'm fine. I'm fine where I am. Cool. A night of time seeks a self. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And finds her momentarily. Aww. Is Kanaya just wrapped up in like a cloak, just crying herself to sleep every night? Oh, close. Oh, she's got a rose in her hair. On the outside of her hood, not exactly her hair. Interesting. You ever feel like our whole lives are eventually gonna end up like this? Just blasting through space on sweeps long journey to somewhere, chasing after or running from some vague enemy that's sometimes a god-modded pet dog and sometimes your dad, without the faintest idea of what's going to happen when we get there? That's a little specific, but you know what I mean. Okay, let me try. I just did the Kanaya voice. She looks like an auxiliatrix, so interesting. Hello, Dave. Sup? Am I bugging you? Do you want me to leave you to it, or... Not particularly, now that you're here, but shouldn't you be asleep? Shouldn't you? I need less sleep than I used to. Less food, to which is fortunate for the rest of you. Oh, right. I always forget about the vampire thing when you're already an alien. If somebody tried to sit me down and get me to watch a movie about a vampire alien, I'd be like, come on, pick a genre. Except I'd watch it anyway because, let's be honest, the only person who'd ever try to get me to watch something like that would be Carcat. And if he can get me to watch Serendipity, he can get me to watch anything. But you get what I'm saying. Yes. Rose even told me... Sorry. It's all right to say her name. I just don't want to remind you of stuff if I can avoid it. You aren't reminding me of her, as I rarely think of anything else. I close my eyes and I see her. I keep them open and I see her. Well, I see space and the corner of my shoe right now, but her too. She's here in the glint of fluorescence shining off the shoe, and she's out there somewhere in the sea of stars, which just reminds me of one of the nursery stories she'd reserved to read to our young broods of the grubs back then. Oh, huh. I still have a hard time picturing Rose reading to kids. Maybe a terrible thing to say, but she doesn't seem like the type. I understand. It's one thing to come into the responsibilities of adulthood yourself, and another to dwell on those you were once close to, struggling with similar pressures, growing up, so to speak. It's strange. Yeah. So what was the story? Tell us the story, Kanaya. Oh, it's a regular story about a young prince and the beloved flower he loved and lost. Flower? Like a plant? It's a fairy tale, Dave. Right. A singular wild rose he failed to cherish when he had, and his journey of discovering what she meant to him all along, culminating in a new quest to find her and win her back. The story comments on the nature of friendship, and of course in turn love. How once they connect there is no distance or circumstance that can separate them. How the worlds in each one's mind takes on contours shaped by their memories of the other. Places and moments and orbiting passerby becoming more and more entangled in the context of their mutual affections. Such was a garden calling to mind an engagement once declared there, or something to that effect. That seems kind of whack for a kid's story. It's possible I'm projecting slightly in this specific circumstances. It was just a metaphor, but in a way I feel as if it is the greater universe trying to tell me something. I may simply stem from my longing to see her again, and how much is indicative of something more sinister. She is a goddess of light, and the only of her kind we know is alive after all. Maybe she wrested dominion of the entire concept in all its appearance within this frame of reference, or within my personal frame of reference at least, and made them her own in some strange way. So I can't help but see her when I see it at all. Whether it's a star or a light bulb, they all just leave her burnt into my mind like the blazing imprint of an after-image. I mean, it sounds like you think it's because she's a god, like she's wielding some kind of cosmic power over you. But if it was really true love or whatever, would you even know the difference? I guess I wouldn't. Would you want to, for that matter, isn't feeling that strongly connected kind of how you want it to be anyway? I think it's how I'd want it to. Can I sit down? Of course, it's not my observation deck. Cool. Sorry, I know you say you got your awesome monster powers, but Kanaya, you look tired as hell. I'm not even trying to psych you out or whatever, but you're waxing poetic in the dark, which I guess is maybe on brand, but still kind of worried about you, sis. You don't have to call me that anymore. In fact, I wish you wouldn't. It really hasn't ever been accurate. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure Rose didn't serve you divorce papers before she left on her messed up father-daughter road trip. No, RP. So you're still my sister. I mean, you could always decide to divorce her yourself, but I doubt you're going to find a lawyer in space. Unless Terezi's lurking in the vents somewhere, and now that I bring that up, it's actually not out of question, so I'm gonna be thinking about that one for a while. But yeah, this whole situation blows. You and Carcat didn't have to come with me. I know you have your own lives and your your own mateship. No offense, dude, but yeah, we did. I wasn't gonna let the only family I have left fly off without me. Roxy didn't have to come either. Debatable. Also, I don't just mean Roxy, did you... Also, I don't just mean Roxy... And I don't just mean Roxy. Did you not hear my heartwarming insistence that I think of you as my sister? And yeah, Roxy is rad, but our relationship is pretty convoluted if we're being totally honest. You're the only person who's still basically the same as when I met you. Thank you, Dave. Thank you so much. No, stay with me here. I know people grow and change and stuff is dumb to think it's dumb to think you haven't improved or whatever since we met 10 years ago. But Rose is gone and Roxy isn't gone, but he really isn't the same as he was before. Maybe that's pretty terrible of me to say and I'm like leaning into my own internal biases, but talking to him feels different. And Karkat's the same big tool he's always been, but our stuff is definitely different than it was before. But yeah, you I can always still recognize. I'm quite easy to locate in the dark. Yeah, thank you. For what? For reminding me of why I'm here. Cool. Since we're sharing in this human emotion called friendship, what about you? What about me? How were your feelings? Oh, those. Yeah, they're pretty good. Not much to say on that front, except sometimes your best friend disappears and your other best friend goes into a ghost coma and your third best friend goes off into space with your dad. The dude you spent the last 7 years convincing yourself isn't an egomaniacal anime villain, and who isn't actually lying in wait to completely decimate your life and your emotions and stuff. Anyway, I forgot what my point was, but yeah, I'm fine. Though what the heck does that even mean anymore for any of us? Maybe it was naive to think that a bunch of 20-something trauma victims could run a society. Maybe this is better. At least this way we can't screw it up any worse. Cool how Earthsea existed for centuries when we show up and manage to ruin society for 7 years. Maybe Dirk actually did the smartest thing he could. Left. Perhaps, but did he leave arguably the worst two possible people in charge when he did? I mean, I guess. But who knows? Maybe Jane would turn out to be a great president. Maybe without Dirk's corrupting influence, Jake's butt will have become a symbol of peace and interspecies harmony. At least everyone can agree on something. Dang, how does this always happen? Very serious conversation I have inevitably falls apart into riffing on casual acquaintances. So Jane and Jake stayed behind? I would have thought they would have tried to run. Well, Jane, I could maybe see staying behind. Jake, I would think he would just be so freaking distraught that he would just show up anyway. This makes for my ending thing, like, endgame kind of weird feeling. Anyway. Not to suggest anything untoward, but you appear to be unifying competent in all these scenarios. The unifying component in all these scenarios. Could be, but all that aside, I really do think we're better off out here. At least I am. Meanwhile... Awkward. So, you want pancakes? I can make pancakes. You think he's okay? Who? Dave! IDK, you know him better than I do. Actually, I think you know him better than anybody might, anybody. You guys are like the real deal. I guess. Wait, why the heck am I even asking? He's obviously not fine. Are any of us? Are you? Not really. Exactly. Kanaya barely even talks. Calliope won't leave their cabin. Jade just floats around like a creepy balloon that's mostly made of hair. The really messed up thing is that I might be the most okay out of all of us, which is how you know stuff has really gone globes up. All of you lost your family. I just lost some people I sort of know. And the presidential race, thank God for that. Can you imagine how it would have been a shock if Jake hadn't, made a fool of himself on stage? Probably way less smelly. I don't know why I let Dave talk me into it. Jeez, nothing good has ever come of me being in charge of anything. To be honest, I think Jane winning the presidency might have been the best thing to ever happen to me. Every time I ever tried to lead anything, it's blown up in my face. Did you know that when I was a Wriggler, I seriously thought I was going to be the guy to lead all my friends to glory? I literally fought people for control of the team, and what ended up happening was literally every single one of my friends besides Kanaya died. Actually, she did die. I'm 0 for 0. You're kind of an intense dude. Anybody ever tell you that? No. My point is, this is the best possible scenario for me. I don't even like Earth that much. Well, you're lucky, I guess. No, I'm not. I'm not trying to brag about it. I'm just saying, don't waste your sympathy on me against pretty much all odds. And despite not deserving any of it, I ended up getting pretty much everything I wanted over and over again. Sometimes it almost feels like whatever slathering monstrosity of a cosmic hellbeast that put us all into this motion actually likes me. We love you, Carcat. Oop. I guess I don't need the headphones. There's no music. Okay. Messed up if true. We were in the middle of a literal universe-shattering war for the continuation of our races, and Dave and I just spent 3 years climbing up each other's nooks and playing video games, and I guess also saving Paradox space. So what are you saying is love can blossom even on the battlefield? Aisha, get the hell out of here. I know you keep on making... Oh gosh, you keep making freaking Metal Gear references on Twitter. You don't have to make them here too, but I enjoy it. Okay, it's weird, complicated feeling. Anyway, I guess. So, do you want pancakes? Yes, I want pancakes. Do you want French toast? You know I like French toast. Okay, I don't know the words that well. Yeah, okay. Okay, that was fast. That was kind of relatively quick. All right. Awesome. Glad that we got that squared out of the way. Oh, wow. Crazy. And Roxy's hair doesn't look... It looks similar to Dave's, but not that similar. And she has different shades. Gosh freaking dang it with the... I can't connect the two from each other. It's been months, but I still can't connect. I can't disconnect. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I keep misgendering him. I'm gonna fly and throw myself out a window. I'm just so used to Roxy being a girl, being the best girl. Now suddenly, he's a guy. Not the best guy anymore, because there's so many good guys. Just feels like such a waste. Anyway, enough of them moping around for me. Thank you for joining me on this crazy, crazy trip through space. I'm glad we got to see our friends again. Glad we got to see where certain characters are. I still want to see, like, Jake and Jane throw their 2 cents into this. Maybe there's, like, a purifier, like, somewhere on the ship. I'm glad we got to see what possessed Calliope looks like. I'm glad that Calliope has basically boarded themselves away. I think Calliope's a them now? Yeah, Calliope's a them now in this universe. Right. Okay. I'm trying to keep my universes separate. Oh, wow. What is Roxy even reading there? It's just a brown book. Anyway. Oh, gosh. All right. I gotta get this edited and uploaded as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye!
Hey there. Consider becoming a patron, just like the phenomenal Bleed Red, Alexander Madeline, and Uranium Coffee.